Welcome back to our property here in North Idaho, where my wife Courtney and I have been working hard to finish up this off-grid loft apartment. Our plan for today is to finally get this giant mess behind me out of here. And in order to do that, we need to finish the drywall in the bathroom. What do you guys think of my new sweatshirt?
It's awesome.
A friend of ours designed this for me and sent it to me. It's my custom Reckless Riley sweatshirt that includes the Snowverlander and the excavator on it.
All right, we are getting really close to tile in this bathroom. Step 1 is drywall, step 2 is our tile backer board, and then it's tile time. So we're gonna try to get this all prepped today.
Fingers crossed. I think I was supposed to leave this plumber strap in the box. It is a big mess.
I think that's why the box has a dispenser built in.
Last time I used this, I hit a screw with it and knocked a bunch of teeth out of the middle. So now I have to use the very edges because I don't feel like walking all the way outside to get a new bit. So these are the last few sheets of drywall that are going up around this window. We ended up sort of one sheet short and we didn't want to drive all the way down for one sheet of drywall. So I'm gonna piece it together with scraps and Courtney's gonna have an extra seam to tape. Sorry, Courtney. Hey guys, I just realized that that was the last sheet of drywall we have in this entire house. That's exciting. Hey Courtney! She already heard me guys, I didn't have to yell. We've had a lot of questions about our Yodel 602 and whether it's enough to keep this space warm.
We had to move his bed away from the fire because he was too warm. He was sleeping on the floor.
Yes, and I am sweating and I'm about to strip this sweatshirt off. So the answer is the Yodel 602 keeps us super warm. In fact, 29 outside, 73 inside.
Riley just got the call that our tile backer board arrived in town, so he's headed to pick it up from the building supply store, and I'm gonna try to get this bathroom totally ready for him. I know you guys are probably as sick of mudding as I am, so let's get this done quickly.
So as you've seen, we drive our plow truck down to where Courtney's parked near the, whoa, a little sideways, near the bottom of the road, and we switch cars. And one of the worst parts about switching cars is that just about the time the plow truck's warmed up and the heater starts working, we get into the next car and then it's cold again. And of course, we're putting the go board on the roof of the car. Here we go, guys. My fingers are frozen. Oh, I forgot to bring gloves and it is cold and a little bit windy out and my fingers are so cold. I don't know if you guys can hear those noises, but it's definitely flapping and I definitely need to strap it down differently or it's not gonna make it because I haven't gone any faster than 25 miles an hour yet. Okay, plan B. Maybe I'll strap it down through the sunroof so the front can't. I don't know. I'm pulling over. Courtney, thank you for leaving your glove liners in the car. These are gonna save my fingers right now. I'll try not to get them dirty. I added another strap to the very front. Oh man, see, it could still be tighter. Okay, we're gonna make it a little tighter. Comes in here, wraps around the handle. Okay, update. If I go much more than 40, it starts making noise. So I'm going 38 miles an hour in a 55 and pulling over to let the cars pass. One tactic that's not very effective on me is tailgating me. It just, all right, I better pull over and let them pass though. Oh boy, got some flapping. Oh, that's another way to end up with a really cold hand. Okay, we're headed up the hill in the plow truck, and the other precious cargo I have on board is the engineered stone piece that we're going to use on the top of our curb. I really don't want to break it, so I'm just going nice and easy, which isn't really that easy for me. Maybe I should say nice and slow, not nice and easy.
Looks like our special delivery has arrived.
The next step in the shower is to install the rough-in valve. Can you come tell me what height the shower valve should be?
Yeah.
I mean, can you grab like a pencil or something? Pretty typical night for us. I am working, trying to get the last couple things done for this next episode that's airing tomorrow, and Courtney is there editing away. How's it going?
You're watching us install tile while I'm editing our video about installing tile that's gonna have this footage in it. It's gonna be a late night.
This is a block that's going to then allow me to attach the shower valve to it. We had some questions about the way we sealed up these electro boxes. Well, this is on an interior wall. I'm not even sure why we foamed this one, but we did. And you can see that the foam squeezed all the way through and fully sealed this box all the way around, including the passages where the Romex is supposed to come in and out. So I think that was a really effective way to air seal the electrical boxes. There are a lot of options when it comes to hooking up plumbing to a rough-in valve. So we are doing PEX, and I went ahead and bought the thread-on adapters, these thread on the outside of these fittings. The other option could have been a sweat-in adapter, so I would solder it in. I actually bought those too, just in case these leak, but I think this is gonna work. And I went ahead and went with a straight fitting rather than 90, because I find with these pipe thread fittings that whenever I get them on and they end up in the position I want them in, if it's a 90-degree fitting, it's never quite tight enough, and I'm always afraid I won't be able to go all the way around again. With a straight fitting, I'm able to just tighten it until I'm confident that it's tight enough. So this does mean an extra fitting because I'll need an elbow to point the supply lines down, but I think it's going to work well. Courtney just asked, oh, so you're not soldering anything? And I said, no. And then she says, so hopefully it's not gonna leak? And I said, yeah, hopefully. And then she says, well, luckily if it leaks, all we have to do is rip out the kitchen wall. So yeah, that's all we'd have to do is rip out the kitchen wall.
It's better than having to rip out an exterior wall.
Or a bathroom wall. Well, this doesn't seem right. The red pipe's hooking up just fine. The blue pipe, I've never experienced this before. It just slips in. Loose versus the red nice and tight. So I don't know. Do you think the water cares if it's in red or blue tubing? This is me saying I'm sorry to future me for when future me ever has to do a repair on this and they're both red. Surprisingly difficult to film. Okay, I just double checked and made sure that I have PEX B tubing and PEX B fittings. So all of the tubing is the right thing, all the fittings are the right thing. I don't really know what's going on. And at this point, I'm just gonna keep going with the red and get this done. So here's the deal, guys. Today is Wednesday, the day we normally air an episode. So last night on Tuesday, I was in an absolute mad rush trying to finish this thing up enough to finish the episode that we wanted to air today, Wednesday. And it didn't go very well. I got really frustrated, I got upset, and I ended up leaving things in absolute disaster in here and basically walking off the job.
You're fired!
Courtney just yelled, "You're fired" at me.
No, I'm kidding! You're not fired! Don't
Okay,
quit!
so what we're gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to wrap up what I was doing. Courtney's gonna help me get the waterproof wallboard on, and then she's gonna edit the video while I cook dinner, and we're gonna try to get it up tonight so that you guys can see it today. So, can we make it happen? This is the water line that feeds the shower head, so it's never under pressure. So it's not like if this were to burst, we'd come home to a flooded home. But because it is on an exterior wall, we're gonna wrap it in some pipe insulation to try to help keep it from freezing, although I really don't think there's ever a situation where the inside of our wall is below freezing. So for the rest of our plumbing, all the supply plumbing, we have plans to have a drain downstairs so we can open a valve and open all the fixtures upstairs and drain all of the water out of our entire house.
That way, if we decide that we hate winter and we want to go to Cabo every winter, we can drain our apartment and not worry about anything freezing.
Our two shower supply lines tee together, come down here, run to this angle stop to a 3/8 compression. This is a dishwasher supply hose down here to this here garden hose hooked up to a pump to our IBC tote. Hey Courtney, are you ready? Okay, step one, plug the pump in. Pump is on. Valve number 1 on. Okay. Okay. When I turn this on, it's going to pressurize the shower upstairs. Ready? I don't hear any screams.
So far, so good. Why are we standing in the dark?
Yeah, I think that the pump just tripped the breaker in the camper. So turn the shower valve on. I think it's a good thing that nothing happened. We want it somewhere in the middle so that both hot and cold are going into it.
We only have 2 hot water lines.
Double hot shower. Okay, so
They're pressurized.
the idea there was to purge the air so that now the pump can pressurize the system, and we're going to check for leaks.
Oh gosh.
That's trust exercise. I don't think I would have done that if you had the knife. I'm gonna try using the rotozip to cut this out. I mean, what's the worst that happens?
Nice.
Perfect. This is called Go Board. It's a waterproof towel backer board that Courtney and I have used before and absolutely loved working with it. It's just super fast to work with. It's significantly less expensive than the Curdy board. I think it's a better product than the Curdy board, and the sealer that comes with it is really easy to work with. I find this to be a lot stronger than the Curdy board, which makes it easier to work with and easier to put screws in, and it's also more rigid. They have a proprietary caulking that comes with this system, so it doesn't require any membraning or banding. All we have to do is put these up, put the screws in, caulk all the joints, and we're ready for tile. And it's way, 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 way easier to work with than cement board. Now it's time to caulk it, which is not a Riley job.
If there is one substance we should not get anywhere we don't want it, it's this stuff. This is like the stickiest stuff. It will glue your feet to the floor.
Boone, you wanna try it?
Wow.
Perfect niche. Cut.
We have a bet going if it's gonna fit. What do you guys think?
We're both betting that it's not.
What? I think it's gonna
So
fit.
if it fits, Boone wins.
Nice job.
Thanks. Bailey, what do you have?
She whacked me in the eyeball with her tail. Ah!
Bailey, did you do that?
It's so dangerous down here. There's so many tails. Ow. You guys, we have, I think, the most ginormous shower in a tiny house ever.
This shower is giant.
It feels so good to have the walls done and no more studs. That was the last of our exposed insulation and studs.
And by tomorrow morning, this will be ready for tile.
You guys are just gonna have to wait until next episode to see what tile we chose because I'm keeping that a secret for now.
Well guys, that's it for today. Thanks for watching and we'll see you next time.
Riley thinks I'm crazy, but I think this is gonna work, you guys. So.
I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm just saying it's a lot busier than, it's not the safe choice.